Russia and Ukraine have carried out another prisoner swap, which Moscow has said must be completed before a third round of direct talks can be held in Istanbul. But there appears to be no good faith to build on. Thursday was a sleepless night in Kiev, with no respite from Russian attacks. Hundreds carried out into the early morning hours. The vast majority of strikes were neutralized by Ukrainian air defense. But still, 6 of Kiev's 10 districts suffered significant damage.
Nothing like this attack had ever happened before. There had been so many explosions. It was the most massive strike since I have been living here.
With first light, parts of the city emerged in a haze. Transport and energy infrastructure damaged. Homes and businesses destroyed.
This is just a simple civilian business. No military personnel at all. Nothing. Just nothing. Where were they aiming?
Those without access to a shelter took refuge in the underground metro, as so many have since the beginning of this war.
Living under duress for more than 3 years, Ukrainians have become adaptable to abhorrent conditions, despite the pleas of their President Volodymyr Zelenskyy to Donald Trump to apply U.S. pressure to Moscow. The White House has instead decided to limit air defense supplies to Ukraine when the country is most in need.
A phone call between President Trump and President Putin on Thursday appears to have achieved little, if anything, on the diplomatic front.
Yeah, I'm very disappointed with the conversation I had today with President Putin, because I don't think he's there. I don't think he's there.
Hours later, Russia launched 550 aerial strikes across Ukraine, which President Zelenskyy called cynical and further proof Moscow isn't interested in peace.
A political and diplomatic settlement is impossible without eliminating the root cause of the conflict, as President Putin once again said during yesterday's telephone conversation with President Trump.
For now, the only thing on the horizon is the likelihood of more missiles and more mass attacks on Ukrainian cities expected in the days and weeks ahead. Randolph Nogel, TRT World, Kiev.